This is a really nice size mug.
Is it?
I will do that if you trust me.
Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. I went a slightly different way to work this morning, so I thought I'd take a little bit of footage to show you some of the different English roads, country lanes, South London. Good morning. Just taking my GoPro off of my car. Oh dear. I'll have to stay like this so it stays focused on me. It is Wednesday. I'm in the office today. I survived the night. I did not sleep well. My back gave me some jip, let's say, overnight. I've taken some painkillers this morning and I've got my yoga mat in my car boot, so I'm actually going to take that into work so I can lie down to do my piriformis stretches because they really help. Yeah, I'll just have to explain to my colleagues that they might walk into my office and find me on the floor with my legs in the air. We watched Bake Off last night, which helped. It was Bread Week, which is always one of my favourite weeks. And this series of Bake Off is so much better than it has been in recent years. And Phoebe watched it with us and she really enjoyed it. She was just sitting watching it going, I really want bread. So she wants to have a go at making bread now. I asked her about her cookies. I said lots of you were interested in her cookie recipe. And she said, why don't we film me making them? So we might do that tonight. If not, it will happen hopefully at some point in Vlogtober. She wants to do a film of how to make them. Also, I realised that a couple of days ago when I did the far too long vlog, the Q&A, a couple of people had asked about my work and I explained where I worked, but I didn't explain what I did. And then I forgot to do it yesterday after I hurt my back. So I am an administrator. So originally I was a PA, and I did that for many years. And then I worked part-time in the NHS at Lewisham Hospital, actually, as a PA. I really enjoyed it. And I only worked 4 days a week. And a job came up at the museum for 1 day a week here as an administrator, doing things like data collation, statistics, paper shuffling, stuff like that. And for a while I did both jobs, and then I took the plunge and quit my 4 day a week job and just stuck with this one for a while. This was when the kids were a bit younger. I've been here almost 9 years. And then my job increased to 2 days a week as I started to help with the admin of booking in learning groups. We have a lot of learning groups come to the museum to do facilitated visits. So I took on the administration of all that. Then I took on booking in room bookings as well. And then COVID came along and the museum had to close, and we had to put everything kind of online to keep ourselves kind of out there. And there were no school groups or room bookings. So I took on all of the social media. At the time, I could do that easily from home. It was a bit of a learning curve. And then when we all came back after COVID, I still do the social media, but then I started doing my actual original job again. So now I do all of that. So I do the room bookings, the school groups, the admin, and the social media. And that's what I do. And I really enjoy it. And it is absolutely stunningly beautiful here today. The leaves have turned golden on the trees. The light is proper sunny autumnal with a dark sky behind it. I shall try to film it as I go in. Right, I need a cup of tea and I need to stretch. Let's go. The things I put on the internet. So I had to do these stretches which are really helping with my pulled muscle. Fortunately, I was the only one in the office at this point. And then I was starving all day, so I tried to eat healthy snacks like a banana and some dates. And then I hadn't really intended on filming on my lunchtime walk, but then I saw a squirrel squirreling, burying his nuts. The squirrels are very busy at this time of year. And everything was just so beautiful. There's our tree with the face, as we discussed the other day. And then I just started spotting mushrooms. And I knew I was just going to end up filming everything. They're just so magical. I love them. Conkers. Horse chestnuts. Look at the colour of these leaves. And then I started taking photos and video as inspiration for yarn dyeing when I go to the Lay family retreat at the end of this month. Hidden mushrooms in rotting logs. You can imagine just how gorgeous this all smells, all earthy. And then this happened. Just as I was on my way back to the office, I found a toadstool ring. Sorry about the shaky footage. I think I got a bit overexcited. Look! This one was massive and surrounded by lots of little ones. Thumbnail.
I've just got home. It's 6 o'clock, so I had to stop and get some important things, including, you can hold it on, Nutella. Phoebe's just here. She is going to film her fabulous cookie recipe. So this is one you've devised or altered yourself, is that what happened?
I actually made it myself.
You made it yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
So she's going to tell you the ingredients, how to do it, and film what she does as well, beginning to end.
Yeah.
But she might not appear on it, you might just see her hands and things. And while she does that, I'm going to go and run a bath. And then the results of what Phoebe has done will appear now.
You can't have one.
Okay. Why can't I have one?
Because I said so.
I was going to show you that I bought some mussel soak, but I'll just do a little montage as I'm filming. No, as I'm running my bath.
You're not taking the camera now?
No, I'll just use my phone. You're going to get on with it then?
Yeah. Okay, so this is my cookie tutorial. So we're just going to start by putting 10 little like scoops of Nutella onto a tray. So I'm going to do one and then show you like how big they should be. Okay, so this is how big each one should be. Also, I know that is like that, but I don't need the whole tray anyway. So I'm going to do the other ones and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've done the rest of the little Nutella scoops and now I'm going to put them in the freezer, and it's not for like a certain amount of time, it's just until like you finish making everything else. Okay, so now we're going to measure out 100, wait, let me get the recipe on my phone. It's my own recipe, by the way. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I say let me get it on my phone. In case anyone thinks it's not my own recipe, it is. I wrote that down. Right. Yeah, 150 grams of butter. Oh God, this just came out of the fridge, guys. I was about to put that in there and I'm going to put the scales underneath it. 150 exactly. 150 exactly. And now I'm going to put this in the microwave. because then it's easier to mix everything else. And I literally just watch it. I don't melt it fully because I get scared, but I just smash it up with a fork if it's like half melted. Okay, the butter is all melted. The thing is actually a bit warm, so we can get one of these. Okay. Me too. I don't know what to do. Just trust the process, guys. Pour that in to your mixing bowl. Okay, now it's time to add the sugar, and you're gonna start off with 100 grams of just regular granulated sugar. So you do that. It goes up quite quickly actually. Exactly 100 grams. I'm not even lying. I've got exact measurements both times. I'm a professional chef. Anyway, let me put that back down. And now I have another bag of this, so don't worry. 125 grams of, what does that say? Yeah, white brown soft sugar. I thought the soft was the first word, but it's not. Light is the first word. So I was just got a bit confused. You want to get a fat clump and then, oh, it's too much. I thought it was exactly 125, it's 126, but that will be fine. Okay, now I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to mix that all together. Now, we're going to add an egg. I don't know what size egg this is. Like a large egg. Because, I don't know, my chicken laid it. But just an egg. I think any egg would be fine. Don't really have any egg knowledge. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I actually never measure this. I always just go like this. Because I just always do. I don't know why. And now we're going to mix that together. We're going to crack the yolk. That's the best part. See that? Look at that consistency, guys. I'm joking, I don't have any clue really what I'm doing. I should kind of have a clue what I'm doing because I made it up. This is my recipe. Okay, now we're going to add our flour, and we're going to be using plain flour, and we're going to want 300 grams of the plain flour. Sorry that I keep switching accents. I actually can't stop. It's really bad. So yeah, 300 grams of this. I put 304 grams, but 4 grams isn't gonna hurt you. Anyways, now I always thought a teaspoon was so much smaller than this, but it's actually not. But you're gonna want a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. It's so hard to open. Oh my god, ow. Why does it hurt? I actually didn't know if I wanted to share my recipe, guys. Because I wanted to, like, you know, you're like old and like a grandma, and it's like you have like a secret cookie recipe, like everyone in the American movies. But oh, that did not hit the sink. Might as well share my recipes so everyone can eat my cookies because they're really good. Anyway, so I'm going to mix this together. I probably won't leave the camera running when I'm mixing this because this is probably the longest part of the whole thing. Like, these aren't even hard to make, but I'm going to mix this together, and this is what's going to make the cookie dough become a cookie dough, if you know what I mean. Like, you can already see it. See that? Yeah. So, oh, I'm going to be back. Okay, it's all mixed up and I just realised I'm not going to preheat the oven yet because I wait until like I'm making the cookies. But if you want to preheat your oven, it's 160 degrees, not 180 like every other person. No, 160. Anyways, look at this. It's literally the perfect cookie dough consistency. I'm actually going to try some. Oh my god. Literally amazing. One last little mix so you guys can see. Literally perfect. And now we're gonna put this in the fridge while we are cutting up our chocolate bar. Let me get the chocolate. Of course, we're using Cadbury's. No, that did not just happen. It literally just split. Now I can't have my perfect little squares. Oh, it's fine. It's whatever. Okay. Right. We're going to start off by splitting it up. This. All into little squares. I'm going to do that to the whole bar. I know. This will probably take ages. But it's worth you actually put time and effort into your cookies. So they're actually good. And they're not just boring cookies. I'm going to eat this half bit because it's only half bit, so it doesn't really matter. And that little bit because it's annoying me. Okay, no more. This ASMR. That kind of hurt. Okay, we've got we've got all our little chocolate squares. Let me just get one little perfect one. I'll show you what I do. You might be thinking, why are you doing this? And you could just buy chocolate chips, because I'm not boring and basic. Like, I actually want to put effort into my cookies. Anyway, so you're gonna split it in half. What you're gonna do? You're gonna split the halves in half. So like this. Sometimes they split in half, but it doesn't really matter because like the top bit comes off, but that's just another little one. So yeah, now I'm gonna do that to every single one. I'm gonna film only a couple of them because my mom probably doesn't want me to film all of that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know like how much battery is on this thing. I don't even know what I'm doing. But at least you guys get to know how I make my cookies. Because who doesn't... Oh, that one went flying. Who doesn't want to know how I make my cookies? And if you don't, then you're obviously just not cool. So yeah, I'm going to chop the rest of these up and I'll be back. Okay, I've chopped up all my chocolate and I'm going to get my cookie dough so I can add them in. Here is my cookie dough. I'm going to add in all those chocolate chips. Thank you. And now we're going to mix those together. Oh, it was already crap, guys. I just accidentally. Okay, all the chocolate chips are added in, so I'm going to put this back in the fridge while I put greaseproof paper on my trays. I'm also going to turn my oven on now. Okay, so I just taken my dough out of the fridge and Nutella out the freezer, so I'm going to show you like how I put together one of the cookies before I put it on the tray. So just take like some cookie dough, I'll flatten it out, I'll pick up one of the pieces of Nutella like that, literally just peel off the paper once they're frozen, and then you just roll it in the thing and then put it on the tray. And then you just do that until you've used up all the little pieces of Nutella and all your cookie dough. So I'll be back once I have done that. Guys, I just realised I only made 9 little scoops of Nutella when I was supposed to make 10. And I don't know how I miscounted that. I swear I did 10. I obviously didn't. So I'm gonna try and just put Nutella in it when I get to the last cookie. And we'll see how that goes. That has never happened to me before. How did I count wrong? How did I count to 10 wrong? I did not try and put Nutella in the other one because I don't want to mess it up, so I just did one plain one. But here they are, and now we're going to put them in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, here they are in the oven, and then I guess I will show you them when they're done. Okay, they just came out of the oven. This is what they look like. That's the plain one, so I'll just give that one to my dad. But they literally just came out, so they need to cool down, and then I'll probably split one in half once they've cooled down, so you can see like all the Nutella inside. But they actually look really good, and they're actually really round. Like, wow.
It's got fried red chilies, it's got...
It's all looking very seasonal in here. I've had my bath. It was lovely. Oh, it's where she wants to be at the moment. I don't know what Phoebe's bit was like, but I know that the cookies look amazing and we're not allowed to eat them until she's downstairs. Let me just pop you down here. Oh, that's a bit low down, isn't it? I'm going to have some rosé. Just going to choose myself a glass. I think I'm going to go for a normal size glass so that I don't have to get back up if I want any more. I usually have really little glasses, but this is a little bit big. Because we're going to go and watch the rest of Strictly. We didn't get to watch it on Saturday because Phoebe was out getting food poisoning. And Sunday we watched some of it, but we were just so tired. So we've got half of it still to watch, so we're going to do that now. Glug, 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 glug. Cheers. So my back still hurts, but I find if I'm walking, it doesn't hurt. If I'm sitting down, it hurts. I've taken some painkillers. It's only the second lot I've taken today. I'm not sure if the bath helped or not. Not entirely sure, but I enjoyed it and I feel relaxed because I had it, and I sprayed my face afterwards with my new rose water spray. It feels very nice. And it took me ages to get the vlog all done and dusted, but that is now processing, so that should be published. It is currently 20 to 9, so you will know already that it went up late. Yeah, so I'm going to go and sit down with my family, the ones that are here, and have my glass of wine, have one of Phoebe's cookies, enjoy the ambience in the living room, and I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers. Here's the moment of truth. Oh, yummy. Can I have a bit?
Do you want this whole cookie?
No, I'll have half. You give me whichever half. This half?
Yeah, this one has a nice chocolate chip on it.
That is so good. That's a lot of Nutella, which is a good thing. Did you tell them all how to make it?